Owning and running a business is a lot of fun. Unless, of course, you are in that terrible phase where you have just started to grow. The most popular subject in YouTube and in everywhere regarding businesses is how to grow my business. How do I grow my business? And there is no wonder. Just like most business owners, when I first started my business, I had an amazing passion and motivation. I had so much fun. I felt like I'm doing meaningful work for people, and even though it was pennies in today's standards, I saw money flowing into my bank account. Then expenses started piling and taxes were due. Suddenly, I felt like I wasn't making enough money, and the solution seemed very simple. Make more money. Grow the damn business. So much like so many people, I went down the rabbit hole of learning marketing and sales and everything I could possibly find I could learn about businesses. And whoops, the business started growing. A dream come true, right? Well, I guess a nightmare is also a kind of a dream. Sales went up, income went up, but suddenly I had payroll to pay. And it seemed like for every dollar of revenue I got, $1 worth of expenses. From the outside, it seemed great. The business was growing and I was quote unquote successful, but it wasn't just the financial stress that was nerve-wracking. I ended up doing less and less of the things I truly loved and truly wanted to do. The kind of things I started my business for, the kind of things I to begin with was so passionate about that made me want to start the business. And I was doing more and more administrative work, finances, sales, and marketing. Not that I have anything against doing those things, it's just that it was not my passion, wasn't my deepest passion. I thought something was wrong with me, that I am a crappy CEO. I thought about selling or closing the business and starting it fresh, or even finding a corporate job. You get it? A person who started a business that was then doing 7 figures wanted to close and find a job. So if you could press the like button so that YouTube will show this video to more and more people and hopefully help more people who are in a similar situation, I would really, really appreciate it. Luckily, because I seemed so successful from the outside, several business owners and entrepreneurs had come to get my advice on their various business troubles. And even though there are many different types of businesses and different types of problems, I started to recognize some patterns. One of them is what I now know and what I now call the trap phase in business. The phase in which you are growing, but so does your expenses. It can happen like in several times when a business is constantly growing and scaling. But I believe the most difficult time it happens, which is also the time when most business owners and entrepreneurs do not survive it and close their business or just shrink it, is the first time it happens to you. After you work by yourself or with one employee or a couple of freelancers and you reach the point where you need a team, this is where most entrepreneurs fail. Most of them deciding that it's simply not worth it because scaling makes them lose money instead of growing and increasing their profits. What I want to tell you is this. First, you do not have to grow. If you like your business the way it is, if you like working as an army of one, you can create an amazing business just like that. And if people criticize you, well, you can smile and say thank you or show them the door. Second, if you do want to scale, realize that most businesses require some money to grow. Even when the owner thinks it's not the case, I'm not saying you must have an investor or take a loan from the bank, but I am saying that seeing a decline in profits or sometimes even negative cash flow is natural. It doesn't mean you are not doing your job or that you simply suck as an entrepreneur. You do need to have a plan. You do need to understand that you are probably undervaluing the expenses and have three eyes open on the finances, on the business, on these times. But if you are growing and you have a right business model and you have the longevity to wait for profits, they will come. And for those who do reach this phase and actually complete it, the prize is beyond belief. Just like when you became successful as self-employed and could not believe how you have ever had a job, after you get after this phase, you won't believe how you could ever do anything by yourself. At the end of this micro journey, there is amazing freedom. And once again, focus on the things you love the most. So paying the short-term price could be worth it, but it's for you to decide if it's worth it for you and if it's worth it for you right now. Hey, it's Tzhayek. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please press the thumbs up button, and you can also subscribe to the channel. Make sure you get notified each and every time a new video is uploaded. I'd like to hear your questions or your reviews in the comment section below, and I'll see you in one of those new videos.